Hey all, it is Tuesday the 12th of May. It's been a week since I've done one of these. Um, yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter one. I've gotten like a decent bit done this past week. Most notably, I wrote this month's one-page adventure, Slime Sunday. It is like 100% done. I'm going to be sort of going over it again in the run-up to when it comes out. But I'm pretty happy with it. I was literally musing in the last one of these last week about how I was kind of unhappy with the sort of premise that I had, and I ended up sort of stripping out. I ended up doing the thing I always do, where I add like cosmic horror elements to very silly concepts, and yeah, I took it out. This time I took it all out, and I liked the idea that I had, but I was like, no, that's a whole separate adventure. I'm using that for something else, and that is the plan. I'm going to keep that adventure for another time. It might be the next one I do. That's kind of my next thing is I want to start either this week or next on next month's one page adventure. Get back in the swing and being like ahead of the curve again. Um, I have a big list of ideas. I talked about one of the ones I had last week. There's this new, or a couple of weeks ago actually, and this new thing that I almost put in Slime Sunday and then stripped out. That might be what I do. I'm not sure. It's June next month. Like summer will have properly actually started, so maybe I'll do sort of a summary thing. I have a sort of vague setting premise for an adventure that I want to use that's very summer-ish, but yeah, I'm gonna mull over some stuff and then head out and maybe make some notes or something. But um, as of right now, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do for the June one-page adventure. But the May one, Slime Sunday, is done. I'm pretty happy with it. It's got some cool bits and pieces. It's my favorite thing is very open ended. It's very open ended. The It has the same effect as Daughter of the Well, which is the first of the one page adventures, and still, I think I maintain is my favorite of them. It has the same effect where it makes no assumptions about what the players are going to do in the adventure, which feels very in the spirit to me. And it's a spirit that's kind of difficult to maintain because you really want to have, it's easier to write adventures where the conclusion is kind of the intended outcome is kind of predetermined. But adventures that are open ended are usually um, a bit more interesting. Um, like uh, like Daughter of the Well ultimately has two endings: is do you kill the monster or do you help the monster? Basically, without spoiling it. Um, and helping the monster is something you have to learn is an option, but it's quite easy to learn is an option, depending on how the GM presents the monster. Um, this one has a kind of is not quite the same in that it's very easy to learn what the monster is, what the monster wants, because the monster can actually communicate, or communicate, in a literal, it can speak to you, kind of way. And the main sort of open-ended thing is, do you basically the adventure presents the opportunity for the players to do something that's kind of unequivocally evil, but will also make them disgusting amounts of money, um, and yeah, it presents them with a very easy opportunity to just do that, which is, um, I mean, is cool. Players, like how many players would actually do that? Not very many, but the fact that it's kind of an option that's very easy to, like, it's both options are about as easy as each other. Is kind of the thing. Um, I'm maybe a little concerned the Slime Sunday is a little low in danger. Like it's kind of, like there's only like a couple of fights and neither of them are terribly difficult. So like maybe that's, but like I don't. It's more a scenario. I think I'm not super fussed about it being Oh, my pages. Ah, the wind has caught my notebook. It wants to collect my 7 pages. Stop it. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna hold it shut. Um, yeah, it's like maybe a thing that it's, you know, a little easy, maybe, because there is just like that's probably something I will review when I go back over. The main issue is I physically don't have room to add like another unique stat block for like a cool encounter or anything like that. So yeah, I'll work it out. I'm pretty happy with it overall. There's just maybe some things I'm gonna want to fiddle with here and there. The other thing that is going on, obviously, Atop the Dragon Summit came out a few weeks ago. Very happy with how that turned out. It's like going pretty good. And AJ has made a is currently working on her own adventure, The Spire That Sinks. I will be doing a sort of a review of her where she is on that, hopefully very soon. So yeah, that's like in the cards right now. The hope is to release that adventure in um, um, like July, August time. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted. There's a very grisly. I won't describe. There's a very grisly animal consuming other animal that I didn't realize what was going on until quite recently. So I was like, oh, a magpie is picking it like a clump of grass. Oh, that's not a clump of grass. Yeah, it is unpleasantly close. It stopped now. It's flown off with its prize. Ugh, gross. Um, yeah, the Spy That Sinks is a really cool adventure premise. I'm really excited to see where that goes, where AJ takes it. Obviously, I know broadly what she wants to do, but I'm excited to see the final result. I don't know all of her plans. Um, the biggest. Christ, okay. It's very windy. No, the pages. No. Okay, right, let's turn this way, maybe. Here we go. Um, the um, the Spy That Sinks, well, it is a tower crawl, and the issue with tower crawls is they tend to be very linear because it's a tower with floors that you just kind of walk between. Like you can just kind of, if a room is like, yeah, well, I don't want to deal with this, you can just go upstairs or downstairs. And I'm intrigued to see what AJ does to sort of solve that. Some of it will be climbing around the outside of the tower, no doubt. Some of it will be little offshoot tower branches. Those are always fun. Um, yeah, she's like relatively early days on it, but like it is, it's a fully fleshed out idea with its like early phases of writing right now. I'm intrigued to see where she goes with it, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with writing stuff right now. I haven't made a tremendous amount of progress on any of my other like side pieces of work, like the stuff on the Nimble adventure. I've not been able to do much with. Um, the project I'm working on with Lucas Anderson is making progress behind the scenes, but it is, as ever, proving to be difficult to produce books on this kind of 4 5e or 5.5 or whatever. Like, there's some stuff in that book that I think is pretty cool. It's just going to be, getting it into a state where people can learn about what the fuck it is and, you know, give it the money that it needs to go anywhere. Oh God. It's like the sun is really hot today, and then the wind is really cold. Like I have like a coat with me. I can't get it into frame. There you go, coat. But I took it off when I sat down because it was. Oh no! I thought the magpie was back for second luncheon, but no. Oh no, there's just magpies around. Never mind. Uh, fuck. What was I saying? Yes. Yeah. So it's been difficult to get. Oh no, he's going in again. Um, just gonna not look at it. Like I'm not particularly squeamish, but I was not. It was more the shock I wasn't ready to see animal bits today, you know. um, the yeah, it's going to be, like getting that book in a state where it's like ready, and the people are ready to basically to get it in front of people's eyeballs so they can give it the money it needs to be produced. Basically. So that's and then this book I've been editing for somebody is actually going pretty well. I was like quite behind for a while, and now I am ahead. I basically have like a year to edit the thing. I'm really hoping it's not going to take that long. But I have until August to finish the first half. That they're in two part. The book is in two parts, and they're both basically the same length. There's like 5,000 words difference between them. The whole thing's like 109,000 words, I think, or more. I think it's about 109, 110,000 words, and each part is give or take about 55,000 words. I have until August to do the first half, and I am well, I'm just over halfway done with that first part. So if I power through, I do the thing that I've been talking about, the thing I'm bad at, where I take a day and just do one thing for a day, and don't do anything else, or an afternoon or whatever. I'm really, really bad at like just working on one thing. Um, so, I do it, and sometimes I do. But I'm bad at forcing myself to do it. I think I just need to do that like a few times over the next couple of months, and I'm going to finish it in the first half in time anyway. But then it's going to be like getting into a good groove for the second half and getting it done like before the actual, like notably before the deadline, because my hope, my desperate hope is that I will be using the money from that job, because I'm editing a full novel. I'm getting paid quite a lot, unsurprisingly. It's 110,000 words. You would hope I'd be getting paid quite a lot, and I am. Getting paid a reasonable price for it. Hoping to use that money to buy a new computer, because mine is, yeah, it's about this close to just sort of, dying. And I'm not excited for that. I'm a little nervous about that happening. I really hate the process of buying a new computer, because I have the money to buy one. It would just be irresponsible of me, like, monetarily to do that. But if I'm getting paid, several grand for an editing job, I might as well spend some notable percentage of that on something I actually need. Or something I'm getting closer and closer every day to needing very badly. It's just that, with, you know, um, the AI speculative market bubble that's hopefully going to burst like tomorrow. Please, 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 um, please. um, the job market's already completely fucked. I'd like it to be just a little less fucked, by like fake, terrible, non-technology, like bullshit technology. Because of that, computers very expensive, um, and yeah, hopefully I will be able to buy a new computer, because I've had mine for about 7 years. It is like it is old enough where it was like, I'm happy to not upgrade to Windows 11, but it's wouldn't even give me the option, even if I wanted it. So, yeah, it's pretty old, and was never particularly high end to begin with. I think the whole thing, I think when I bought it, it cost me about $1,000, and that's very much the baseline price for the sort of middle of the road price for a mid-grade PC, and that's exactly what it was at the time. But yeah, I'm probably going to leave things there, because I'm hoping this week to start on that next one-page adventure, to get some more work on these nimble adventures, because they're challenging, but I'm very excited to put the time into them. I'm going to try and at least finish the shorter of the three adventures this week if I can. But yeah, that is the plan for this week. I hope people are, you know, doing okay, getting more stuff done than I am, slightly less stressed than I am. And yeah, people are able to get shit done this week, and me too, because I would like that. That sounds nice. But yeah, I'm gonna head out now. I got some shopping to do, and I need to go home. I have a boatload of game prep to do, and also probably tonight I have a bunch of editing to do as well. I would think I've got a few bits and pieces I want to catch up on. So yeah, I will see you all next week.